Hey guys, Grumpy here with episode 19 of our Zero to Hero Let's Play as Mercury Guy. So in the previous episode, we finally completed the main storyline. We did all the fights, we did all the rescuing everybody, we activated the gates, and now we can move on to the next step, which is going to be exploration. Then after exploration is going to be colonization. So we talked to the Glacian Academy, we received the Janus device, so you have to go into your inventory and then you have to right click it. And that's what's going to allow you to use the gates. So let's go ahead and move to the gate. We'll head over to Myasora and then refit for exploration. So we bought a couple of salvage rigs. We also have the atlases, so we're in pretty good shape to get going. We'll jump back to Thule here. We're in pretty good shape to get going to do some good exploration. Alright, then let's just jump out. I'm going to explore in a clockwise direction, so starting north and then traveling around this way. And I'm really just interested in, if I press 3. If you press 3, it shows you the boxes, which I covered before. Blank means that it hasn't been surveyed at all. Question marks means it's been partially surveyed. And then the X means it's been fully surveyed. But I'm just interested in the closed systems. For colonization. I'm not going to go far out. Plus, this is a small map, so there's not really much that's far out. But up here, it looks kind of promising. There are a lot of worlds, and then kind of working my way around like that. Alright, but first, let's hit the Myasora. Now, in order to establish a successful colony, you probably want around 2 million, I would say. You can get by with 1.5, but 2 million is what I recommend. But I colonize a little differently. What I like to do is I like to find 3 planets and then just colonize them all at once. So I'm gonna need closer to 8 million to 10 million credits to cover all the infrastructure and then the cost that the hazards pay is gonna cost us. Alright, we do not need the Starliner, that's for certain. Put away the Buffalo. We can put away the Dram. I'm going to bring 2 Atlases, both with survey equipment. Well, I can't refit them quite yet. I'm going to bring 2 salvage rigs. And then I think that's it. When you explore, there's not really much combat, so I don't really have to worry about having a big fleet. If you are concerned though, well, I want to save costs, like supply costs and fuel costs. But if you are concerned about like getting attacked in either in hyperspace or when you jump into a system, feel free to bring as many ships as you want. I'm not gonna do that, but there's nothing wrong with that. Alright. Crew under strength. Oh yeah, because all my crew is Marines, right? I was like, you sure about that? I was looking at the bar down here and it said it was full. Alright, so definitely some things you want to bring while you're exploring is you want to bring heavy machinery. I tend to bring around 100. That's going to allow you to do surveys and also salvage things more effectively. And I like to bring volatiles just in case I need to like find other things that are like not directly next to me. Using the neutrino detector will be able to detect caches that might be hidden a little further away. Then plenty of fuel, so you can jump. Every time you jump out of a system, it costs you some fuel, as well as traveling in between the stars. And then finally some supplies. You're gonna need supplies in order to do surveys. It's consumed, so I would typically bring at least 3 months supply. You can get by with a little less, but like you never know, if you do get into combat you might need a little more to sustain your fleet. Alright, so let's go ahead and repair. Look what our supply cost is a day. It's 1.7, so it's about 2 a day, so 3 months worth would be 2 times 30 is 60, times 3 is 180. Okay, so we're well above the supply cap. Alright, but it still feels low. Maybe go for 6 months supply. Maybe 330 is fine. We'll see. Anyway, we need to head over to Port Say and buy some fuel. You guys have some fuel, but not really that much, huh? Also, what else do you have? I'm about some phase lances. And we'll buy some sabos. Alright, and then let's go over to Port Say, because they're going to have 3 inventories worth of fuel. Okay. Continue the trend of bonking into everything in our path. So you have fuel, you have harpoon MRMs, you have harpoon MRM pods, I'll take that. The PD is good. Always take the opportunity to buy good weapons, cause you'll need them later down the line. I think that's good enough for now. Let's go ahead and buy from your military stash. We'll buy the Hellbore. And anything else? Really. Also buy all your fuel. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and jump out and then let's head on our way. Now we did explore the first planet. Oh, we jumped into this system. That's where we found our first gate. So we'll explore that. We won't settle there even if the worlds are good, because unfortunately, since we activated the Janus device in this sector, ships can enter like through the jump point, but they can't exit. Right. So if I try to jump out, I get this message. Every ship that jumps into our system will also get that message when they try to leave. So if you have any colonies in the system, unfortunately they won't be able to interface with the rest of the factions. All right. Oh, I should probably slow that down. All right. So when you go to colonize, or when you're looking for a planet, this is how you do it. You approach the planet, you click on it, you'll get a little bit of dialogue. It says your fleet approaches Scrimshaw, that's the name of the planet. You have to perform a survey, and it's going to tell you about the planet itself. Ooh, actually, that's interesting. I'll get to this in a second. It'll tell you the hazard rating of the planet, so this is 150. You want to look for anything that's below 200 typically for your first world that you colonize. I don't always stick to that rule. I will prefer a planet that has good stats over anything else. But anyway, it says has a hazard rate of 150. The base contributing factors identified were 100% base value. It's a hot planet, so that adds another 25. It's habitable, which subtracts 25 hazard rating, and it has high gravity, which increases hazard rating and lowers accessibility. And then it says the base cost of the survey is modified by the following factors. So 1.5, that's the hazard rating, and 3.3, that's the planet size. So gas giants, ice giants, like large planets, cost more to survey, obviously because they're bigger. Small planets like rocky worlds, barren bombarder worlds, like smaller worlds, will cost less resources. In addition, your fleet carries specialized surveying equipment that reduces the survey equipment as follows. So heavy machinery and supplies are being reduced by 20 and 20. So normally to survey this world, it would cost, or you would need 50 heavy machinery. You would need 250 crew, but because it's reduced, you only need 30 heavy machinery, and then 40 supplies would be consumed. So whereas normally it would be 60, you're only consuming 40. The heavy machinery and the crew aren't consumed, the supplies are, so you're losing out on this. And something I need to do, something I forgot to do, was I forgot to add survey equipment, which is going to reduce this cost significantly. So we're not going to perform the survey. We're going to leave, and we're actually going to jump in the gate and fix our ships. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright, So we'll travel through the gate and we'll head over to let's head over to magic. Again, the fuel cost is going to be significantly less than what it would be flying through hyperspace. So, actually, let's go to Asconia. Asconia has fuel in it. Don't forget to turn your transponder on if you're jumping into a... Why is the gate there? If you're jumping into a civilized world, a civilized sector, a colonized sector, don't forget to put your transponder on because when you get to the other side, the faction it belongs to will come inspect your fleet. Alright, let's refit our ships. Okay. So we have survey equipment, which reduces our cost. So you saw the minus 20. That was because each one of these salvage rigs has survey equipment, and survey equipment reduces the cost of supplies and heavy machinery by 10. So 2 of them reduces it by 20 combined. Alright, but you need to be adjusted. So instead of efficiency overhaul, you know what, instead of militarized subsystems, we'll go efficiency overhaul and we'll go for survey equipment. So this being a capital ship, it actually reduces the supply cost by 40 per atlas. So let's go ahead and do efficiency overhaul and survey equipment. So now our survey equipment and our supply costs and heavy machinery is being reduced by 100. We can go one step further and we can actually do this as well. And then what's your top speed? Your maximum burn is 8. Your maximum burn is 8 as well. And then just check on the fleet and see if it's still traveling at 20. It looks like this can only travel at 18. Okay. Something that would increase the speed of our fleet is if we took bulk transport, which is going to increase the speed of non-militarized civilian grade ships by 2. I don't know what we would get rid of though. We honestly just need another level. Alright. Alright, we'll forego efficiency overhaul. What's your maximum burn? It's 10. We'll forego efficiency overhaul so that we can get militarized subsystem. I really like keeping the fleet at burn speed 20. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, your burn speed is 10 and yours is 8, so we need to fix that. We probably don't need auxiliary fuel tanks. We can just go with militarized subsystems. Actually, we can go AUG drive. Let's reduce that and just go AUG drive instead. And that brings you up to 11. Okay. We'll repair. Now that everything's good to go, we should have a much easier time surveying. I was gonna buy those heavy needlers. That's really good. Buy needlers whenever you can. Those are rare weapons. We'll buy some burst PD as well while we're here. I'm spending money. I'm supposed to be saving money. Alright, and more Hellbores. You can never have enough Hellbores. Hellbores are really good. High explosive weapons. Not enough crew to keep ships combat ready. Okay, we can fix that. Oh, interesting. We need more crew than we can allocate. And that's because of the salvage rigs. Interesting. Alright, well we'll refit the we'll refit you. You don't need both. And we'll add additional berthing, sure. Alright, and then we can head to Umbra. We'll buy the rest of the crew because Umbra has the cheapest crew. Usually sells for less or usually buys for less than 15. So definitely come here if you're gonna colonize the planet first. Like grab your Starliner, your Nebula, or Valkyries, whatever you're using to transport troops. Wow, okay. There's no reason to take this fight. Like, I don't gain anything from it. But I really don't want to spend another story point. We have omens and monitors. Well, we have 2 omens and a monitor. Alright, we'll take this fight. Sure. It won't be that bad. But the problem is, because we're fighting near Umbra, we won't be able to trade with Umbra. So this is just bad for like 5 different reasons. But whatever, we'll move into engage. Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I need to put these on group 2. And you need to go on group 3. Pirates. It's funny because we just got the notification for pirate activity in Esconia. Alright. Let's have the monitor go tank the Falcon. Have it waste all its missiles on the monitor instead of on us. Alright. Yeah, the Hound really suffers for grabbing a shield. Because whereas normally you can't use sabos against the Hound, you're able to easily disable it. Alright. Alright. I think I'm gonna release a. This fight just reminded me. I think I'm gonna release a how to combat guide pretty soon. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. The structure I was thinking of would be how to combat, or like how to fight in a frigate versus a. I would lump. Actually, I would lump frigates and destroyers together, and then how to fight in a cruiser, and then finally how to control the battlefield in a capital ship. But let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Obviously, I would have to detail it. I would have to sketch it out a little clearer than that. But that's the basic premise. Alright. Okay. Yeah, Monitor's a champion. It has no problem tanking all this. Alright, we have 2 more rounds of sabos. Also, I hope this is a shining example. I demonstrated this in the missile guide, but I hope this is an example of how far 12 sabos can go in a fight, even a fight as large as this. Alright. And then what do we have left? Yeah, you're doing fantastic. Okay. If you want to make the monitor better, put an officer with field modulation in it, and then also ordnance expertise, and it'll increase its flux dissipation and capacity. Alright, let's go ahead and swing around the back. This to not draw as much attention. And then let's see if we can't pick off some of these smaller frigates. Like this kite, for example. Alright. Alright, looks like we got a couple more frigates breaking off. So we'll go ahead and have the Omens fight the Hounds, because the Hounds are unshielded. Or should be unshielded at least. While we work on this kite. Nice. We'll go ahead and work on this wolf. Making sure not to shoot our Omen despite its best efforts. Go ahead and work on that. Now wolves are a bit tricky because they have the phase skip. But pirate wolves can only do it twice. So you can, as long as you just apply pressure to them, they don't really get far away. Alright, you're still doing fantastic. A shielded mudskipper. So this is very rare. In order to, so the mudskipper is unshielded normally. In order to add a shield to it, you need makeshift generator, and then you still have this large ordnance weapon, right? And a mudskipper, I believe, only has 25 ordnance point cost. So it's very rare that you'll see a shield on a mudskipper. I just wanted to bring that up. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick off the enforcer here. Alright, so he's flamed out. It looks like we have to pivot real quick and kill this Cerberus. The Cerberus just provides kinetic damage, and the kinetic damage was slowly building up our hard flux. It's not a real threat, but in conjunction with the enforcer, it could lead to some issues. Alright. Go ahead and take down the enforcer here. Alright. And you're really seeing the power of the Omens, just being able to completely capacitate that ship. Or pacify that ship. And now all that's left is the Falcon, which if I set these on there, they should be able to get around and flame it out. Yep. Perfect. And you're not gonna get away. Malfunctions due to low combat readiness. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright. And we'll go ahead and claim victory. So, as fun as that was, it means that we can no longer trade with Umbra. So let's see if we at least get the Falcon. No, we don't. Alright. The Falcon P is a pretty good ship for the early game. It forgoes a lot of the regular ordnance that a Falcon comes with and replaces it for missile slots. And as we know, missile slots are really good for projecting a lot of power. Alright. Go ahead and take that. We are full up on fuel now, though. So we can go ahead and drop off some of that. And we get a nice little reward with Tritachyon. We don't need either of these ships. Begin salvaging. Take the supply and the heavy machinery, and we'll just back off of Umbra. Alright. Head over to Nordia. And we'll just buy crew from them. Fighting. Thank you, pirates, for making this way harder than it needed to be. I appreciate it. On the bright side, we do get some lasers, some railguns, assault chain gun, hypervelocity drivers, and another auto pulse cannon. So I can't be too upset. Alright. Ooh! Nice. So here's shield conversion front. This is a fantastic mod. Um, get it as soon as you can. I mean, it's total RNG, but as soon as you can get it, definitely use it. What it does is it converts your shield. Well, I can just demonstrate it. We'll also buy some more Hellbores. I think 8 should suffice for now. Alright. Let me demonstrate this. So on the monitor, so there are 2 shield types in the game. There's Omni shields, which can start anywhere around your ship, so you can start them in any direction. And then there are front shields, where the shields they start in the very front of the ship. So here's on the brawler has a front shield. So I can demonstrate that. If I press the right key, or if I right click, then you see it starts at the front here, and it's locked to the front, right? So I can't rotate this shield around anywhere. That's just, it is what it is. If we go over here to the monitor and we run a simulation, and then I open the shield, you see the shield rotates independent of the monitor. So it can change where it is. Actually, if I hold down the shift key, that'd probably be easier. The hole rotates based on where the mouse is. So it's omnidirectional. You can also open it up at any location. It doesn't matter where you point. It'll start the shield there and then it'll arc around. Okay. Something to know though is with shield conversion front is that when you use it, it has 2 benefits. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know if this is a benefit, but it'll lock your shield to the front first of all. So the way I pilot is I'm always forward facing to the enemy. So having it omni doesn't really benefit me. So I don't lose out on that. And then I also get the benefit of I can raise and lower my shields quickly in combat without worrying about bullets slipping by because I accidentally opened the shield on the wrong side of the ship. So that's one benefit. And the second benefit is, well, 3 benefits actually. The second benefit is it extends the shield arc of your shield by 100%. It says it right there. Extends arc by 100%. So on something like the monitor, which has 300 shield arc, it's going to turn it into a 360 shield arc, which is really nice, right? Because now you get full coverage around your ship. And then finally, the last benefit it provides is it cuts your shield flux in half. So it brings it down to 30, which is gonna just improve the efficiency of our monitor. And then a really cool thing on top of that, all of that, is shield conversion front costs less than stabilized shields. Well, less than extended shields. So whereas extended shields increases your shield arc, so it would also make it 360. It doesn't have any benefit besides that, and it costs 1 more OP than shield conversion front. So let's go ahead and put that into vents, and we already have shield conversion front, so unfortunately we can't use it, but that would be nice if we could cut our shield flux cost in half. We can use stabilized shield though. This provides 6 points worth of vents. Stabilized shield would provide 5 points worth. No, it's not worth it. Alright. Anyway, now that that is taken care of, let's go ahead and buy some more supply. Well, 600. This actually, yeah, this should be plenty. Alright, and then I think that's all that we want to buy. But looking at the time, we're already at 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. It was a very brief foray into exploration. The next episode is going to be dedicated to just exploration. We had to adjust our fleet a little bit, but a little bit of a false start. Hope you enjoyed the episode anyway. Other than that, Grumpy out.